How's it going, everybody? This is Kenema. We're back with some more Modsauce. So, I did have some other episodes planned and a lot of clips I actually recorded. Wanted to kind of go over a little bit about my thought process and different things, and I don't know. Uh, had some stuff to kind of talk about. So, one, I know I've been releasing quite a lot of videos, especially from here, almost daily. I've been trying to at least, but a lot of those have been pre-recorded. Like I've been keeping anywhere from 5 to 7 videos pre-recorded, and then for a while until this past week, and then I've kind of stopped. And kind of a good reason. I know I did on the Unity series. I don't know for people who've watched that series. I did go into some serious talk about something that happened on January 3rd, I believe. So, for those of you that don't know, on January 3rd, my father was in a pretty serious accident. Um, been in the ICU for up until this past week, where they kind of moved him to another facility. So I've been dealing with that, and on top of that, also last Friday, not this past Friday, but Friday before last, did get word that my grandmother had also passed away. Unfortunately, that was my dad's mom, and he wasn't able to be there because of his condition. So, a lot of family stuff going on, and if enough wasn't piled onto that, you know, I mentioned it, and I think one of my other videos, nothing in the Modsauce series. I've been leaving this just for gaming and everything, but um, my wife is also pregnant, and we are going to have our first child. So a lot to kind of take in. So this week has been pretty hectic for me and my family. So we're just trying to make it through everything. So um, luckily, I did have because I used all those. I did have several recordings built up to hopefully try to try to not have that much of a downtime when it came to recording, because I know how much stuff I've had going on. So you saw me do videos of this and this, and I really didn't take too much time in between of recording one thing after another. I did have a video of me building this. I put a bunch of vines on it. I'm not sure I'm too thrilled with it, because the vines definitely grew. I know, jump right into game talk after family stuff. Um, so yeah, quite a bit has been going on, and it's been pretty busy, pretty taxing, I guess, on multiple parts of the family. So um, just taking one day at a time. So I don't know if the quality or people can tell things in the voice. I know I would used to get quite a bit of views on some of my videos, and recently a lot of my videos are just not getting what I used to get, which isn't much. I mean, I'm not asking for like 1,000 views, even though it would be nice. But I'm used to getting between 10 and 20, and some of the videos aren't even at that. So I don't know. Let me know. Post in the comments. I really haven't heard that much feedback from anybody either. Um, as far as am I doing a good job? Are you liking the videos? So forth. That stuff does help me know what I need to work on, what I'm doing wrong. So that being said, I don't want to really go too much more into some of that stuff, um, just because it's been extremely stressful. So not really, almost at a point where I haven't really been sleeping the best. So, um, but on that note, I've did several work on here. I was trying to come up with a good building. I think it looks a little cluttered. The vines, I think the vines still got out of hand. Was not fully what I wanted when I just decided to add the vines on here, and I really don't need. Need that. Basically what I was going for. Actually, the vines on the side of these blocks, since I can't put grass, that might not be. I do like that. These are the topiary blocks or whatever. You can't actually plant grass on them, which is kind of bad, but I can put vines. I didn't know that. So yeah. So anyway, hopefully, things will pick up with the videos, and so yeah, just let me know if there's things I can improve on, not improve on, get better. And also if there's more. Right now this has been my primary. I still had big plans. I haven't completely forgot about the Unity. I've been still releasing some stuff on there, but it hasn't been too much. So let me know about that, if there's any series that I should work on more than the others. Hops. I'll put hops in there even though I know I can't eat it. So yeah. So anyway, did a couple things on here. I did have the enchanting table here. I moved it over to a platform like that. Oh, let me get my chess piece. Moved it over to a platform over there. That way I can build its own little building. I think I have this going. Trying to get all of the netherrack into one deep storage. This stuff was going down. I've had to put up a lot of the fish just in my AE system. Tons of it. So I need to get a building around that. I need to get a building around that. This I ended here, but I actually may do a bridge over to these cliffs and start working on something over here too, possibly, or connect it over to this area. I still like to do something where you spawn in. Right now, it's mainly just been me and Fanaqua. Flim's been on here. Nerd's been having some internet issues, so he hasn't been able to play as much. But we're about the only people on here. I had some work friends that was going to come on here, but they ended up not. So, yeah. So let me go ahead. I've done quite a bit of talking so far. Let me talk about this building here. So I did have this laid out in multiple episodes, and so I do apologize that I won't have that to share. Maybe come in through here. Okay. This is the dark glass. It actually doesn't let light pass through, even though it looks light in here. Probably because that's regular glass. I don't need it, but I like the look of it. I thought having the little black lines and stuff through it was pretty cool. This does get a little chaotic to look at, but the main reason we're in here is to look at these things. So Ender.io, and on top of everything, we're trying to get our junk room, which has been nothing but a storage room for like the past 5 years, migrated into a nursery, and I've been doing so much painting this past week that even though it was one room, yeah, and the last paint that I used was for the concrete floors that are in there, which is not good for probably a nursery, you know, but we got a rug and can put down padding and stuff under it if we need to. But yeah, so my house is filled with fumes right now, so being able to breathe is a little crazy. So Ender.io has different things. It adds these broken spawners and it adds powered spawners. So what these are, very simple to build. You just need some type of a head. It doesn't matter. You got to make these Z logic controllers, which you have to use a zombie head for, and your slice and splice machine. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty easy. A vibrant crystal, it's really not that bad. And so what it is a powered spawner, as you can guess. So if you break a regular spawner, you get these broken spawners. So skeleton, zombie, cave spider, blaze, enderman, chicken apparently. Now I noticed it doesn't actually have creeper here, but I did get a creeper one. And then you go to an anvil, you combine your powered spawner with a broken spawner, and you make some. So cave spiders, skeletons, creeper, and enderman. So the way I have this set up is, of course, you have this dimensional receiver here. All of this, even though I can't fly up, that's like solid glass, just to eliminate spawning up there. I didn't need to do that much, but I did. So if I go to my wrench, you can kind of see the cabling. Now this is the other thing. This is where Ender.io I think really shines, is the cabling all in one block radius. So you do have both redstone conduit, which is that redstone conduit is a insulated redstone conduit, whatever. I can't talk right now. So the nice thing about that is it actually carries like 16 redstone signals, all by the color you use. So we use black, white, cyan, and blue over there. The red on the power doesn't mean anything. You can change the color on it too, but you don't really need to. You keep everything as red. So the power is coming out of the dimensional transceiver, going into these spawners, and then the redstone runs down into these switches, as you can guess. So we just have the colors match up with each switch: white, cyan, blue, black, and I have 2 extra switches, which I have the broken spawners for, but I do need to make a blaze one. So do need to do a blaze and a zombie one I don't have in there yet either. Then down here it's just simple storage for the different things. So let's go ahead, and we got Enderman. Enderman I'm having kind of an issue with it. It works, but they kind of teleport out a little bit. Creepers, skeletons, cave spiders. If we come out, we'll look up here. Where's a good vantage point? There we go. So you can see these spawners are on. That's the spider ones, the skeleton, and then one over there is the creeper. The creeper one really doesn't spawn that much. Now the nice thing about those spawners is you can speed up the way they spawn by the capacitor banks, which are here. So of course these octadic ones that we've used for all the other Ender.io stuff. Yeah, so you can see the spiders, I guess, wanted to get me. The cave spiders spawn a lot. Don't get that many creepers, but it works. So go ahead, turn these off. So sounds like some barking. My dog's running and going crazy. But let me find out what's going on, and I'll cut back with other plans of this video. Okay, well, we're back. Actually did little bit more work. Moved the enchanting. And I just realized I just uploaded, I guess give you kind of an idea when I'm recording this. Actually, I'm recording it on Sunday, but I just uploaded episode 15, which is the last pre-recorded one I had. That's why I needed to record this one. And a couple things I realized is that one went over me making the suit of armor. I didn't go into this new chest piece I made at all, and also this building having multiple stories. I think at the end of the episode 15, I still had some thermal expansion stuff here. And so let me go over that real quick. So this may turn into more of a talking episode or getting caught up to date. I thought I had pre-recorded some other things, but I guess not. So went ahead and this real basic. I didn't do too much for the enchanting hut. That's basically what this is. I used some of the this is like the limestone you get for the. It's actually below the sand in the oceans from mariculture. That way I can fly up here, drain off my XP, and then while I'm enchanting, I got this little spout here. This spout actually, to turn it on and off, you have to have a redstone signal. So I just put it out here and turn it off, and you can pick up the XP. And now let me drop it back off. Okay, so I think it fits my needs for now. I left some windows in here. I may actually try to make 3 more tanks. I don't have any extra, do I? Is that... Let me go make 1 more. Put that where you can see the XP through the window. Tank. Guess I won't make 1 more. I'll make 2. You know that works because I left that out, so I'll just make that a full tank. Okay, so that way we can actually see the level of XP through the front there. This should still work. Yep. So that's one of the things I did. That way I can drop off my XP and get just what I need when I'm doing the enchants. But this building, let's do a little flyby. In the bottom part is where I put all my Ender IO stuff. Now, the top part is where I put my thermal expansion. Now, I've done quite a bit, including this chest piece. Where's that? Redstone. So we had this the redstone arsenal things here. That does not have what I want. So this chest piece, I was kind of curious the difference between this one and the one that I made, this Flux Infused. Well, this is also a jet plate. So the nice thing about this is it's actually got this jetpack. It's got a 50,000 RF pack on it, kind of like just basically a battery, and all of this stuff. And if we hold shift, we can see that it allows flight, charges armor and held items. So like I can go, since all my stuff runs off RF, basically sitting on 50,000 RF at all times. So it's extremely insane. I can just, mine forever if I wanted to. I can, this, my wireless terminal, also charges from, you can see it's 100%, also charges from it as well. So, and that goes down. Now I have my power station up there, which generates more than enough power that I need at the moment. Drop that back in there and tops it off and everything. So in here, you probably have seen this. This is my alloyed smelters and sag mills. We go up. This is what I did with all my thermal expansion stuff. So you saw in the last video that I had the magma crucible, I had a fluid transposer, the pulverizer, and the induction smelter. Induction smelter is not actually hooked up to anything. It's basically just there for when I need it. The pulverizer is hooked up to pull the nether ore out. So if I do a mine or something in the nether, this will pull the ore out, come in through here and pulverize it and put it in these deep storage units. The reason why I'm keeping these separate from my actual inventory is sometimes I need to combine stuff by using the dust or the powder or the pulverized unit. So you saw in the last episode where I was actually just manually throwing in a pulverizer, and I did make the upgraded unit to the pulverizers. The way thermal expansion works, and sorry if I'm getting into stuff I talked about in the last episode. The way thermal expansion works, oh, that's neat. That's neat. Is you basically make the upgraded machine blocks, and then you can take those frames and add that to the, your item. So, and it makes it, better depending on what machine frame you have. So all these are the resident ones, the higher quality, and I have them all upgraded with just speed. So they actually fly by with needing to do stuff. So the way that I have this set up is pulverized stuff goes into this. This chest will take actually got some redstone right there. This chest will actually take any of these liquids. So glowstone, I'd have to make some more of this cryothium gel stuff, ender pearls, and redstone. So once I get those, I can throw those in. Where is the wireless? Glowstone. How much glowstone do I have right there? I'll take 32 and I'll throw that in here as well. So that speeds out of this chest, goes in here. You can see this, takes it on down. This does have some in it. Let me go ahead and empty that back out. But you can see 1,600 or 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19. You can see this is actually going up. So the way I have this set up is all the fluids run out of here and goes directly up into these tanks. Because it's hooked up, these tanks, you see the mode is input mode. So it's very cool. So anything you put in there, all it goes in there. Now if I had to use the fluid transposer on an item, I would simply just pull out my wrench, come up here, click on what I wanted. So let's say I want some glowstone in here. So just click, change the mode to output. You'll see it goes down, and now it's in here. And let's say I don't want it. Well, I can change it back to input. Click this, and it empties it back out. Now if I click it again, since none of those are set to output, nothing else will fill in here until I select, okay, well, let's say I want redstone. And now we have redstone in there. So with a couple clicks, I can get the fluid that I want using this system. There's probably some more automated processes, but that's the way I thought about doing it. And now I can just take a bucket, select what I want, and then make the blends. I have them set up in the super crafting frame. So like between the you know, this using the redstone and the copper. I just basically put copper and silver in my inventory and get a bunch of buckets of redstone, and I can just spam click this and go ahead and make it without having to manual drag the redstone into a crafting bench. And I have that for all the different blends. This is Envar. This is the yeah, aluminum, which uses the glowstone. This is the resonant, the enderum. Got that. What I do it for? Did I do alloy? Yeah, I think I did alloy too, which doesn't actually require anything, but just to fill up those spots. And then of course I did Envar too, which it's pretty easy, just iron and the ferrous ore. So that's pretty much that. So I do apologize. I know I kind of had a lot. I have a lot going on. Didn't have a lot. I still have a lot. But I wanted to kind of let y'all know, and I was really wanting some feedback because, you know, I enjoy making the videos and and everything, but I kind of like seeing numbers go up too. So getting views. So let me know what you think about this series, and if there's another mod you want me to try out and jump into. I had a couple more plans for this, and then I was kind of open. This is still empty. This is where I want to go ahead. Maybe next episode or following episode, I'll get into the Twilight Forest, but I'd actually like to get maybe Fanakwa or someone else on, maybe do like a collab with them. And then I still needed to figure out a building design for this. So that still looks too much. But anyway, I think everything's kind of coming along nicely. Keep me posted, or let me know what direction you want me to take. But anyway, this has been Kinema, and I'll talk to you later.